It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. This is the last stop for the Raptors before returning to Toronto. What a start to the season. Quite a story now, with 8 consecutive wins looking very good.
And I think for Toronto, it hasn't been the type of fully dominant season that a lot of the experts predicted, but they're still in a position that many other teams would envy at this point.
And to me, that tells you a lot about just how strong a team they are. I mean, what qualifies as success for others is just okay for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Toronto right now, Young is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Mozgov, and it's Porzingis in at the power forward. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W.
See some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly. I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
For the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket, and with his length it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, we'll see how successful they are.
Thanks a lot, Doris, and the shot is good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here is Durant. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Memphis.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Now here's Durant. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And Young, here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Irving against Young. Vucevic setting the pick for Irving. Durant with a wide open look. Again, Durant missing. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Durant sends it back. And they're able to recover. Here's Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his second basket.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Irving against Young. Picked by Vucevic. Irving for three. They get it back.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Shots good from Young. The Lakers trail. Durant, the pass to Irving. Fires, high post. He's covered by Irving. Kicks it to Young. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That one on Vucevic. The Raptors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid. You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Now, here is Irving. He had 25 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Kevin, a remarkable night for him, passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
And here's Toronto. They're on a 12-4 run. They set the screen. Thompson against DeRozan, picked by Mozgov. Mozgov a screen on Thompson. Young in the corner, 6 on the shot clock. Again, Toronto.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Lakers trail by 6. Durant for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Durant's got 5.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And Durant sends it back. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Raptors leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
That's a confident play there. Great execution.
Irving against Young. Irving with it. Outside for Durant. Unloads. Mozgov grabs the board.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Young with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Screen by Young. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Knocks down the 3 ball. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Thompson from long range. Shot's good.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Watch out now, Sookie. We got a duel shaping up right here. This could be mano-mano for a little while.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
All right, that was your Laker girls. Make some noise, fans.
Raptors leading by 3. And Young, here we go. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out some numbers here from LaMarcus Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. He was around 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Toronto with the ball, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And Young, here we go. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. He feeds it to Aldridge. On the wing, Thompson. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And DeRozan kicks to Mozgov.
Teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Right side, Durant. Young against Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 6.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And Durant sends it back. And DeRozan kicks to Mozgov. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 5 on the clock. Tries again. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. He has 6.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, Black's defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Here's Porzingis. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Dallas. Outside Durant. The kick out to Irving. The tray. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Larry Sanders is checked in for Vucevic. Nance comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Irving. That is good.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, it's completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Johnson, he's checked in for Porzingis.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points for him in that last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
That's his first personal foul, 2nd team foul.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Now the Raptors moving it up. DeRozan leading the charge. And the rejection by Sanders. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Johnson kicks to Thompson. On deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And this is a rematch from the NBA Finals a season ago. They came up a little short, looking for some redemption tonight.
I agree with you. They're hoping to be the ones hoisting the trophy this season, Greg. Tonight provides an opportunity to make a statement.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Some fantastic numbers for Thompson. He already has 12 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Parsons' shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now, here's DeRozan. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Thompson against DeRozan. It's Thompson off the drive. It's stolen by DeRozan. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Johnson, a wide open look. Another shot. Here's Nance. Beverly wide open. Off target with his three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. Nance dishes to Thompson. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Sanders. Shot is off. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Nance passes to Thompson. Back to Nance. Pass to Beverly. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the 3, and the shot is good.
Passed by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of ignorance's boys. She said,
setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Chandler Parsons. He's out there with Damari Carroll. Porzingis is out there with Young. And it's Simmons in at the shooting guard position. Tries again. Good D by Irving. LA's gone 7-15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint, having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there. Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And Simmons kicks to Carroll. Passes it to Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 9. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. On the wing, Irving. Screen by Sanders. 6 to shoot. Hangs. He takes it up and lays it in. Sanders has got his first points in this one.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Here's Young. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 14.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint. That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Durant for 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc.
Young, a screen on Durant. There's the pick. And Simmons kicks to Young. Now the dish to Carroll. And Irving pulls it down.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the Lakers making a change here. Vucevic just checked in.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles, and that one's good. Durant. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
On that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Mozgov. Here's Irving. 16 points for him. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 20 points for Kevin Durant.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Outside Irving. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Kevin Durant is second. Third is Nikola Vucevic.
And when either of those guys are on the floor, that low post defense is immediately something their teammates don't have to worry about. That's a very comforting feeling.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Rollins. Here's Young. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Irving dishes to Aldridge. Power down with both hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Young against Beverly. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
On the wing, Irving. He's got 18. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. For 3, Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys. Now, here is Young. He's got 18. To the inside. Mozgov. Vucevic with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. The Lakers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Then for the Raptors, Johnson, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's DeRozan in for Young. Six on the shot clock. Raptors moving the ball around. A step back shot here. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Vucevic with the block. Now Irving. Now the feed to Vucevic. Irving kicks to Thompson. And again, Los Angeles with a triple. That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will to date.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Toronto calls timeout.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through DeRozan. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Great D that time from Vucevic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
From deep three-point range, they get it back. The kick out to Irving. From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from DeRozan. Irving. Aldridge down low. Mozgov on him. Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Raptors trail by 11. Johnson the screen. And DeRozan. Here we go. And Thompson sends it back. One-on-one here. Irving passes to Vucevic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Mozgov's got his third rebound tonight. DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Raptors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Larry Nance has checked in for Vucevic. And Toronto also making a switch. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Mozgov. So it's Toronto now. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Raptors shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Complete domination. What a game for DeRozan. 16 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Outside Irving. Johnson the screen. Thompson from long range. Can't get it to go. Nice D from DeRozan. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The Lakers making a switch here. Sanders is checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Carroll's checked in. Sanders with the steal. Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And Parsons gets it to go.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they're just giving them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
That's good. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 14-5 run. That's good. Parsons got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Nance, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Raptors trail by 4. There's There's 53 seconds left here in the second. Here's Johnson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Simmons dishes to Carroll. He kicks it to Parsons. Johnson the screen. Simmons passes to Carroll. Feeds to Parsons. The pass to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's DeRozan with the drive. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point blank.
Sandwich, there's my sandwich. So, spin knockers, spinning, flash. Old white men grinning. How would you devour
Aldridge out there with Vucevic. And it's Durant. Then it's Thompson. And it's Irving at the 1. That's the Laker 5. For the lead. A second chance effort. And a nice bucket inside from Mozgov. Mozgov's got the first field goal of the second half for the Raptors. Pass to Vucevic. The tray. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young against Durant. Here's Mozgov. Can't hit.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 7 points in the game.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
And here's DeRozan. He's got 18. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket from Vucevic. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Inside, Mozgov kicks to Young. And another basket for Toronto.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Outside Durant. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Durant's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles. Thompson against DeRozan. Picked by Mozgov. Dishes to Young. To the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action, a competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Lakers. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Mozgov, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And it's Durant with the rebound.
How about him there, just bodying him up to make him alter the trajectory on that shot?
Definitely some very sound defense played on that trip. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
And DeRozan kicks to Young. He dishes it to Mozgov. And that one's good. He's got 9.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Toronto trailing. Young dishes to DeRozan. To the middle. And Durant sends it back. And he recovers it. Shot's good from Young.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Aldridge wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. DeRozan against Beverly. Here's Young. Offensive rebound. A floater. That's good. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Raptors with the lead, and they're running. Finish off the break. He's got 11.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
To the wing right side. Here's Beverly. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
I've been impressed with how well they penetrated tonight, too. Talk about great numbers for Young. He's got 26 points and 7 assists.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
Beverly, the pass to Vucevic. And Beverly kicks to Durant. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Out left to the wing. Here's Porzingis. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Thompson outside. Launches a 3. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
They set the screen. DeRozan against Thompson to the right side. Porzingis, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter. Thompson outside. Picked by Vucevic. Over in the corner, Beverly. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Right side, DeRozan. And another basket for Toronto.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see. But he's a gutty player, guys. I mean, he's giving away a lot of inches, a few inches anyway, and he still finds a way to win those rebound battles.
Porzingis can't hit. Now here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. From past the arc, Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got 5 now.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive. The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Beverly dishes to Durant. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half. Raptors shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Young against Beverly. Out to the wing. Porzingis passes to Young. That's good. Young's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harry Sanders is checked in for Vucevic. Nance comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Back to Parsons. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Both free throws good from Parsons. Lakers trail by 8. Outside Irving. Kicks it to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
There's a good screen. Parsons up top, covered by Nance. Fires top of the key. Second shot opportunity, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Irving.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
And Simmons kicks to Johnson, and he lays it straight in. Johnson's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Some good numbers for Parsons. He's got 8 points and 1 assist. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
And this is what we see when we talk about potential. He's tapped into it today, guys.
Rollins checked in for Larry Nance. The Raptors also with a sub. Porzingis, he's checked in for Johnson. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. The Raptors shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Sanders. And the shot falls short this time.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
The shot by Ralph.
Fly new chicks and new kicks.
Represent, represent. Represent, represent.
Lakers trail by 16, setting the floor for the Raptors. Jamari Carroll is out there with Chandler Parsons. And it's Young, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
And Young kicks to Carroll. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Young from the arc. Here's Parsons, and he jams it with authority.
And, Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And, Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
They set the pick. Carroll with it. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Lays it up and banks it in. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Picked his pocket. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Down low, he feeds it to Parsons. Passes it to Simmons. It's Young on the wing. He's covered by Irving. A baseline J, and there are the Raptors with another bucket. Here is Durant. And he gets the bucket. Durant's got 39.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
To the paint, here's Parsons, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for Toronto. Simmons passes to Young. Irving with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Lets it go with a 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Mozgov's got 8 rebounds in this game. Young. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Mozgov drives in. Vucevic with the block, and he recovers it. No good from Simmons. Lakers trail by 18. Clark.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Durant, no good. Raptors leading by 16. Here's Carroll, knocked away. Durant with the steal. To the right side. They set the screen. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
For 3, Durant. Toronto grabs the miss.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Irving here in this quarter.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Mozgov with the steal. No good. Nice D from Aldridge. Lakers trail by 19. And a wide open look for Irving. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 39.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And Young, here we go. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter. Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 42 points, and talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
And it's sent back by Irving. They recover it. Mozgov with the bucket.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they've turned them all into points.
Johnson dishes to Aldridge. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Thompson, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Klay Thompson.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And Young, here we go. And Thompson sends it back.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The shot's good from Irving.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Young against Irving. Shoots. Young's shot is off.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Irving kicks to Vucevic, and he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him, and we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Young passes to Porzingis, picked by Mozgov. Here's Young, and he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Toronto lead.
Yeah, just 2 of 8 here in the fourth quarter from the field, just struggling with the game in the balance.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 10 points, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Raptors leading by 7. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. A look from Durant. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. 43 points for Kevin Durant.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
There's the pick. Young dishes to DeRozan. Mozgov. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Mozgov's got 10 points here in the second half. Irving kicks to Durant. Mozgov with the steal. Irving against Young. The dish now to DeRozan. Inside, here's Mozgov. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mozgov's got 24.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Durant. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand.
DeRozan against Thompson. DeRozan's shot is good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
Durant kicks to Vucevic, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the fact he lacks a little dexterity and even creativity to be an elite finisher.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
It's been fun to watch Durant in this one. He has 47 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Yeah, and Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Young against Irving. There's the feed to DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Fires it up. And another basket for Toronto.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence. And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front. But they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here is Durant. Shoots the 3. Good. Durant's got 51.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
Here's Porzingis. No good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Thompson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing, fellas.
And the Raptors call time here. They're ahead by 2. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. And the Raptors miss again.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Toronto calls timeout. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth.
All right, Staples Center. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Here the step back. That's good on the jump shot. Young's got 34.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Aldridge kicks to Irving. Back to Aldridge. No good. And Toronto will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The pass to Porzingis. Young outside. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Lakers shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Here we go, one-on-one. Count it!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Young left side. Down low. Mozgov gets hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Pass to Porzingis. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. Now, here's Irving. They could win it. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Defended by Durant, and he makes good on the layup.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking more shots.
Out to Thompson. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Irving passes to Aldridge. Outside for Durant. We play just over a minute here in OT. Aldridge is screening. Feeds it to Sanders. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Shot clock at 3. Thompson misses.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Irving drives in. Right side Aldridge to the inside. And Sanders kicks to Irving. And the three ball is good. Irving's got 49 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 32 points in the game.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And Durant gets double teamed. An open look for Aldridge. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. And that's 11 points for Aldridge.
Man, did they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
Well, unless they alter the defense on him, I mean, he should be the guy they go to. His height gives him a huge edge the way they're playing him now. So keep going to it until the defense adjusts.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Greg, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
Here's DeRozan, and it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. Lakers leading by 3. Irving dishes to Aldridge. Back to Irving. Irving double team. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And the Raptors call time here. They're losing by 5. 1:57 left in overtime. Young with no one around. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 37.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
DeRozan against Thompson. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Raptors trail by 4. To the paint. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Thompson. Down low. And Aldridge slams it in.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
It's DeRozan with the drive. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. DeRozan's got 34 points. LA's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 16 points for Aldridge.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Young passes to DeRozan. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Irving kicks to Aldridge. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Aldridge. There's a good screen. Screen by Sanders. On its way from Irving for 2. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's Porzingis. Count it, and the foul. Son LaMarcus Aldridge.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's DeRozan. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Aldridge dishes to Irving. Outside Durant. For the win. What a shot!
And he wins it at the buzzer.
Wow, what a finish. What a remarkable way to close it out. Game time.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came out in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, They came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Marcus, a fine performance for you individually, and it certainly seemed like this team was working well together. What was the key to that?
It's that defense. So I thought in the second half, I needed to a whole lot better. I thought, I played well up there too, so, it's good to work tonight.
LaMarcus, great job. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.